And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. And for Washington, we've got Alex Len, Avdia out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
Here's Harris. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Harris against Hachimura.
A real comfort zone for Harris. I mean, he's looking to score often from this area.
The Wizards have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
That one falls.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks, facing off against one of the dominant centers in the league in Joel Embiid. Coach knows they have their work cut out for them. He told me the way he can attack inside and outside, impact the play on both ends of the floor, he's everything you want in the center. And he's everything you don't want to face if you're an opponent. Guys?
Thanks, David. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Simmons inside the line. No good on that one. And it's Washington the other way.
And they lost the season series against the...
Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Wizards. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Beal. Misses from close range.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Just 3 on the clock. Tie game in Washington. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Trier. Thomas Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And here is Bertans, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. The three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. A floater, offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Goes back up, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call on Washington with the foul.
When Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Bertans. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bertans got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bertans gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Pass to Portis. Embiid inside. Tries again. And no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
And the basket by Hill.
And Hill is cash money from the mid-range area. You can't let him feel at ease pulling up from there. You got to make him uncomfortable.
Passes it to Gafford. Here's Trier. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. A lot of time, games are decided at the line. So let's check out the NBA leaders in that category. 4th, Joel Embiid.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So for the Wizards, Hachimura is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Beal comes in for Bertans, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Raul Neto. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. And so he hits both. The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got his first points of the night. Washington has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bucket is good.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Here's Westbrook. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Alex Lenz checked in for Washington. Avdia comes in for Alonzo Trier. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Basket good. Beal's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Simmons can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Here's Simmons. Here's Harris. A beautiful reverse layup. Harris has got 8 points.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Wizards out front, up 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I mean, we all got to get in there and rebound.
You can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they've given a good show to their fans so far, executing well on their home court. It's far from a done deal, though. This is a game they do not, I repeat, they do not want to let get away from it.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection, some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Alex Len, and Davis Bertan subbed in for Hachimura. Philadelphia also making some changes. Danny Green, he's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Maxey comes in for Shake Milton, and George Hills subbed in for Simmons. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Harris, and the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Westbrook with the bucket.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Harris up top, 10 points for him. And it's in, basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
This is how dangerous Harris is. Look at this, capable of burning you with the floater as well.
There's Innes, the pass to Gafford. High post shot. Beal can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bertan. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Avdia can't hit. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. And that one, good.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Westbrook. And again, Washington, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington, Len out there with Bryant. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Neto in at the 1. Simmons passes to Harris, shoots over Beal, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Simmons.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Washington with the ball, trailing by 4. Beal from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Outside, Simmons tries from 7. Rebound, Washington.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice pushing between him and the defender.
Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 2. 1:46 left in the game. Sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Knocked loose. Beal. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
They need this. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Alex Len picks one up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3 for the Wizards. Abdias checked in for Bryant, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Raul Neto. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Outside Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Hachimura against Harris. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. Simmons pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Beal gets a wide open look. Buries it from outside.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for it.
It's good!
No surprise there. I mean, this is who Westbrook is. This is what Westbrook does. Ready to step up in the biggest moment.
It counts!
Guys, this is why they go to Harris. They know he's going to find a way to come up clutch. Count it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Bradley Beal.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Here's Embiid outside for Simmons. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Shot clock at 5. Milton. Harris trying to get free with the second effort. Count it!
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Washington calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 5. Foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Simmons inside the line, offline. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.